Okay, Asia session live, going through the Asia pairs to do my watch list, looking at all the hard time frame bars and looking at the indicator to let me know if all the conditions are met to use these hard time frame bars as my bias. So just quickly flipping through, you can see that Nikkei has the indicator. I can use the monthly as the bias, pullback continuation on the yearly. The setup for here is a fake out of the previous week low. So I have an alert here already. I want to see a fake out of the previous week low. Then I want to see it get back above previous week high if I'm trading it on the H8. Nothing else here, but bias is bullish. Moving on to gold, gold bullish. So setup on the monthly is a fake out of the low. So we're faking out that previous week low right now. I need to get above the breakout level. So we're currently getting above the current breakout level of the weekly. Did not fake out the previous week low, but it did react right at that monthly breakout level. So right now, since the previous breakout level is so close, I'll be waiting for price to get above here. And then I'll take an entry over here. The weekly setup is a fake out of the previous day low, which is a little too far down. So most likely I won't be trading that one. So this one on the daily does not have good breakout conditions. We have a breakout followed by two fake out bars. That's a definition of a range for me. Technically, it's not because it's not this candle is not even though it closed bearish, it has more of a bullish wick. So I don't consider this a strong bearish move, but technically it is a range. So I want to get out of that. Makes sense for me to take it on the H8. Yep, so I don't mind that. Gonna put that on the watch list. Monthly here, oil. Still looking for that sell. Has not played out yet. Last week closed bullish breakout, so best setup here would be a fake out of this previous week high before coming down. If it does flip this weekly breakout level, then the setup on this time frame is getting underneath that previous week low, because I need to see a rejection at the top. Well, I don't need to see it, but I'd be more confident to take the move if there's a rejection at the top. We are in a range on the daily. Okay, yen pairs. So on the daily, it is starting to break out. I can drop down to lower time frames here to take this on the 15 seconds or the M1. But I'm not going to do that. It's Monday, Asia session. Don't need to be so aggressive like that. I'll let this play out for a bit. I could see that the trend is slowly reversing. Lower time frames reverse before higher time frames. You can see that we have a strong reversal here. Trend is starting to reverse on the lower time frames, and then as we get to the higher time frames, there's mixed bias on the daily, and then on the weekly and monthly they're bullish. So I can see that trend is slowly starting to flip. There might be some setups better later at the week or next week. Here, nothing here. So AJ, going back to AJ, even though that there's a indication that I can use the 15-minute as my bias, I'm not gonna put that on the watch list. I don't want to trade so low. Usually at the lowest I'll go is the H2. Nothing here. So initially, this first pass, I'm just looking at that indicator to let me know that the hard time frames are moving nicely. If I don't see anything that I really like, then I'll go over once again and look for different setups. Right now, I'm just looking for trend setups. Trend setups are the easiest. So nothing going on here. NZD. We have a bullish one here. False breakout. Same one as last week. I was also trying to trade this move. Still in a range here. We're outside of that range low, but the range still exists. Did not close in breakout here. So I'd be looking. Best trade setup is for price to come down and fake out the previous week low. That would be ideal. Weekly breakout level is still down low. So this is a breakout continuation. Most breakout continuations tell me that the peak is possibly not locked in. Still have 11 days for this to close. There's still a decent chance that this can get all the way back up. So um, let's see. It has not triggered the monthly high. So if it does close like this, it'll close as an inside bar. I would sort of hope that it'll continue back up. So I'll set that alert and see if that happens. Nothing on Aussie CAD. Nothing. Your Oz coming down. We faked out last week's previous week low. Didn't get above weekly breakout level. 2 fake out bars in a row. That's not ideal. That's not breakout conditions on the weekly. Um, so breakout conditions, I want this bar to be closed as a breakout or the previous one. That doesn't mean it's not going to move. It just means that that's the best trade setup. I'll still keep an eye on this though. Weekly breakout levels down there. We've already flipped the daily. Daily is I can use the daily as my bias. I would like to see a fake out of an H8 low before taking this back up. So the H8 low is way down low over here. So it might not be this session, might be a different session. Do like this. I'll keep an eye on it. Nothing here. Okay, Aussie Swiss bearish. Weekly breakout level is down low though. Have to be careful about this. So we're still above the range low. So that's the problem with this one. I was kind of wondering how come this one's not lit up. We're above that range low. You can see that the bias is bullish. We faked out the low, got above. Safer moves is if we get back below this. This one I don't mind. I do want this to pull back. Faked out previous week high. Weekly breakout level is a bit too low. I would like it to come up and fake out the high or even close and breakout. And then this breakout level gets pushed up. That would be ideal. So I will keep an eye on this. I just don't like if I have another push up, faking out a high to come back down. I don't mind. We're also above weekly range as well. Okay, so actually I need to see this get back in. If it gets back in, then I'll be more confident to take this trade. So remember, when you fake out one side of the range, I expect it to go to the other side. So right now we're breaking out of that range. We're kind of squashed in the middle here, below the previous 6-month low, above that range high of the week. And so I do want to see which direction price is going to go. Needed to make up its mind. Nothing here. And NZD Swiss. So same thing. Actually, this is right at that breakout level. The daily I could use this too. flipping this would be a false breakout move. I generally don't like to trade switch pairs, but I think I'll just mark this off. I don't really like this one, but not too many today. Okay, so that's it. Going to put these on the list, the shortlisted ones: gold, EURAUD, and ZD Swiss, and I'll just put Nikkei since it's one of my main pairs in Asia. Okay, so not many setups, but I'll keep an eye on them. Okay, so EURAUD making a move, did not come down, fake out a low, but there is a range on the H8, and so we have triggered that, and I do expect price to continue back up. So again, this is a year trend reversal, 6 months trend reversal. We're reversing the trend. Previous trend is bearish, and now it's starting to flip because we're above that breakout level. Looking for pullbacks to bring this up. And safer trade would be above this weekly breakout level, but I do want to get in as soon as I can. So right now the H8 is shifting up. Daily has already started shifting up. I'm ready to take this up. Just waiting for 2 minutes closure. Again, it'd be better for it to fake out a low. I don't mind taking a breakout either. Trading at H8 setup here is on the monthly, actually also on the daily here. The setup on the daily is a fake out of a low. So right now, got to be careful about this fake out level on the daily. But the H8 is starting to flip. I do like faking out that range on the H8. So if I'm trading the H8, we're going in the direction of my trade. So I'm going to be trading the bar. The bar I trade on the M5. If this was going opposite direction, I would trade it on the momentum, which is the M15. But I do want to trade on the bar. So bar is on the M5. This is where I trade the H8 bar. And so right now I'm just looking for a breakout. So we're looking at a fake out. There is a range here on the H8, and we are getting outside of that range. I don't mind attempting this here in about a minute. So let me get ready. Double check here. So I want to trade this move. Again, have to be careful at this fake out level. But I do have a bit of room. I don't mind taking this. Okay, so how I take it, I look at the breakout level. I don't look at the current breakout level, but I look at the previous one. So the previous breakout is right here. This is the bar that broke that level. I want my stops below the breakout level and everything below it after this point. So I want my stop at least under here. But since we do have a structure and we are in a range, I'm just going to get down to the bottom of that range. Okay, so I'm looking for a continuation here, close where I wanted it to, 15-minute closed as well. So this is a trend reversal on the H8. It's all good, just needs some continuation. So I want to see price get above here. And then I'm looking for, okay, here we go, looking for fives or zeros. I want to see 30-second closure or 15-second closures above that level. So right now there's nothing. It just faked it out, came back down. Okay, so still no entry. And I actually just noticed that we're really close to London Open. So not going to be taking this. I'll keep an eye on this one, but not the right time to trade. I was kind of preoccupied with some other things. I was updating the WAP, so lost track of time here. This is not the right time to take this trade. So I'll be back for London. But actually for now, since I'm not going to be taking any trades here, just going to redo my watch list. Okay, so in Asia, I was looking at gold, EURAUD, NZD Swiss, and Nikkei. Nothing happened here. Nikkei did get down to where I wanted it to go, but H8 breakout levels up here. Do need to see that flip. So this one's not ready yet. So I'm going to flip this. This is something that I've said in the WAP that I am going to be updating the scanner to fit the new concept of how I'm trading. So this is something new that I need to work out. And so now let's quickly go over London pairs. So I've already updated the WAP with the new workflow. And so this time I'm just going to go really quickly, work this off. I'm just looking at that indicator. If it's lit up, then I'm putting it on the watch list. I'd like to see a fake out of a low to take this up. I don't think that's happening here or on the weekly. So this is not ready. Not going to be the trend retracement setup, but putting that, or at least it's not setting up in that way yet. UK 100 over here. Want to see a fake out of a low. Previous day lows down here. If it does that, that'll be a fake out retracement move. Just going to mark that off. Gold, I already saw this one. I'm looking for a flip of the weekly breakout level. It's almost there. Don't think it's triggered any lows yet. Have not triggered any lows, so there's no indication of a rejection at the lows. That's not ideal. I do want to see some sort of rejection. Let's see. Down here, this is probably going to be the new H8. Actually, it's already. Yep, so this one, H8, I'd like to see that get triggered. Otherwise, the setup would be breaking out of that previous day high, probably on a higher time frame. I'm going to shortlist that one. Oil, still waiting for that move. Maybe it might not happen. Faking out this previous week high would be the ideal setup, or flipping that weekly breakout level. Euro JPY. So this is starting to reverse, but nothing yet. I want to get involved when there is a strong trend. So lots of mixed bias here. 3 months is pushing up, monthly is pushing down. EURAUD, this is the one I was looking at. Hopefully it just stays there and then gives me some setup later on. Turn the screen, turn that to the watch list. EuroCAD, it's in a range, but it's faked out the low of the range, has not actually triggered that high yet. Looking for a flip of the breakout level. This would be the setup, but hopefully I can get in the lower time frame. H8 is in a range, so I have to be careful about that. And then Euro GBP. Bearish, but some things, ranges are not going in the wrong direction. So we faked out the low of the range, so I'd expect price to get back up. So just quickly put this, don't really see the setup here, flipping that weekly breakout level. Strong fake out of the 3 months high. You can see what happened here. I don't think that this would be a really good one since we faked out that 3 months high. 3 months momentum, mixed bias here. Well, I'm going to put this yellow because I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to trade that thing here. This one bullish, looking for a fake out of a low, take it up. Okay, not much today. Now I'm just going through the Swiss pairs. So this is something that's kind of changing with the way that I'm trading. I'm not going to be taking so many frequent trades as before. Usually before I could find one trade a session, but um, now that I'm looking at trend retracement setups, it really depends on how the market is moving, market conditions. Um, so at the moment, this is all right. Need a fake out of the high for a daily setup here. Weekly is going in the wrong direction though. Weekly breakout level still down low. So I have to be careful of that. Cat Swiss. Okay, so we have faked out previous week high. Week breakout level is down here. Nothing here but bearish bias. Have not faked out the high. We're in a range. So we don't have good breakout conditions here. So if we don't have good breakout conditions, where we last breakout bar here, inside fake out, fake out. So undecided movement here, indecision in the market. Best thing to look for is breakout of that entire structure. CD Swiss saw this in Asia, needed to pull back, fake out a high to take it down. All right, so still not many setups that I'm too keen about yet. Just let the market set up for hopefully some nice trades later in the week. For right now, I'm not going to fight over these small little moves in the market at the moment. It's too early in the week to be frustrated with any of these type of movement. All right, so that's it, Len. Then I'm gonna go grab my lunch, and I'll be back later. Okay, so we're here at London Open. EURAUD broke out. This is what I was looking for. Not at the right time though, and now it's pulling back. We're above the breakout level on the M15. So right now I'm going to be dropping down to lower time frames. I'm going to be looking to trade the M15 bar. So here I got EURAUD over here. I got the M15. This is what I'm basing the trade on. Actually, I'm basing the trade off of the monthly and the daily. And I want to continue this move up. And we've broken out. And so now I do want to find that continuation on the M15. So I'm looking at the M15 right now. I want to see a move back up. So here's that trigger bar, and I'm looking for a pullback. I'm looking for that pullback on the bar itself. So I trade this bar, M15 bar, in the 15 seconds. Oof. Strong thunder just outside. Okay, where was I? Okay, actually, we're right here, ready to go. M15. Okay, so I'm looking for price to flip the breakout level. I'm always looking for these reversal patterns, entry patterns here. We got above, and we're now stuck at the M5 high. I just need to see a little continuation here, and then this is good to go. M5 range high here, M5 range low. We faked out the low of the range. And I'm on MetaTrader right now, just looking. Okay, so I went a bit fast here. We have that trigger bar broke out. There was no continuation, pulled back. We're still above the breakout level. And so I am looking for a continuation move. So this is a retracement move. And in those retracements, I'm looking for my entry patterns. So these entry patterns, reversal, continuations, and pullbacks. Right now, this is that reversal pattern. We have a breakout level right here. Price came down, faked out the low of the momentum time frame. That's a breakout reversal. Getting above is a false breakout move. If you get above this M5 high, then this turns into a trend reversal, pushing back up. And so since we're so close to that, I think I'm going to be waiting for price to get above that level. And so these reversal patterns, they only happen at swing points. You can see right here, this reversal pattern as well. It's a false breakout trend reversal. So here's that trend reversal on the M5. M5 was bullish, now it's bearish, and now we're flipping it back again. So this is a false breakout move. Got stuck at the M5 high, and now I'm looking for a continuation move to change the trend. So here on the M1, I always like to kind of look at both the bar as well as the momentum. It's a breakout continuation here. M15 is right here, and then you got that fake out of the M15 low. This is a breakout continuation move. I want to see price get right back up, get up above. Okay, so no entry yet. Looks like it's pulling back, but it's no change in my analysis. I'm just waiting for price to get back above here. So I'm going to set some alerts here. Buy setup alerts once per bar. This pretty much just triggers whenever a low is triggered on the momentum or if there's a bullish entry. So I've coded perfect entries here. Not perfect in the sense that everything will be correct, but perfect in the sense that they will always be the best entry for whatever cycle price is in. So now just sitting back and waiting for any of these to get triggered. So I'll extend that here, looking at the 1 minute, since I'm looking at the M15 at the moment, and the 15 seconds. So M15 is not a good time frame at the moment, and that's because the daily is in a breakout reversal, and the H8 is in a trend reversal. So this is an aggressive entry if I take it, but I am basing my trade off of higher time frames here, and I want to get in as early as possible. I'm okay taking risks like this because the risk to reward is really large if I do catch this move, and if it does want to continue back up, and so I am fine waiting on this one. Okay, so just going to pause and wait for the entry. Okay, you got an alert here on EURAUD. Price came down and triggered the current M5 low. That's a momentum time frame for the M15. It's coming back down. So still no entry here. We're in a range. Trigger that low. I don't mind getting in early, but I definitely need to see a flip of that M5 breakout level. Something I have to be careful about next 4 minutes. If this closes like this, we're going to have a bearish fake out and then a bullish fake out. That's a range for me. So I need to be careful about how I enter here. My stop loss is going to be not below this breakout level, but below the previous one. So this is a previous breakout level, and I want to get in underneath that breakout level and underneath everything after this bar. All right, so my breakout, my stop loss is going to be down here. And that's plenty of room for me to take an early entry here, and let's see what happens here. So we are pushing on down. I do want to see this close and breakout. I don't want this to come up and make a range, make a fake out, because that'd be two opposite facing fake out bars. I'm going to be waiting for the next 2 minutes here. Don't want to get in too early here. I have to be very cautious about that range. So if this closes in breakout, then I'm no longer trading the 15-second bar. I'm trading the momentum, and I'd be looking for my entry on the 1 minute instead. I only look at the bar if I'm going with the breakout bias, if I'm going against it. So right now we're pushing almost below the M15 breakout level, which is right here. We're right at the edge of it. If we get down below, and if we close and break out, actually, I'll be looking to trade the 1 minute bar. Okay, not yet. Okay, so M15 closed back up, closed as an inside bar. We're in a range now in the M15. So can't take this. I want to see price either break out, in which case I'll take that M15 breakout move, but I would prefer for price to come down, fake out the low. So these are the two areas I'm going to be looking at to take this trade, breaking out of that range or faking out the low and taking this back up. Okay, so nothing I can do right now, just waiting. Okay, so price coming down, triggered that low. You can see on the indicator it's triggered that low. It's turned green here. And this is exactly why you don't want to trade when you're in a range. Anything can happen in the range. In the WAP today, I did a video about the criteria of what I'm looking for in order to set the higher time frames as my bias time frame. And one of them is breakout conditions. And I don't want to be in ranges. And this is exactly why. You don't know where this market's going to go once it starts ranging. There's not enough volume. It didn't show enough volume for this move to continue. So I don't trust this. And so this is why you always have to wait when you identify a range. So right now, I'd like to see in the next 10 minutes here a breakout below the low. That'd be ideal, and that would get rid of this range. And then I would, since I do have a hard time frame bias, I'd rather take this up. I did identify that whenever this sort of spike happens, very often you're going to find that the market reverses. So there is a chance, a good chance that this market will reverse. But like I always say, I'm only trading momentum. Momentum at the moment is bullish. If there's no momentum to continue the move, then I won't be in it, right? So it's all about just spotting where momentum is. So momentum right now to me is still bullish, and so I'm still okay. If it breaks down and then continues down, then there's no reason for me to take a buy. So all I do is have to just wait for momentum to kick back in. And I might be wrong, but like I said, if there's no momentum, there's no trade. Okay, so we got an entry right here. That's a 15 seconds false breakout. We've flipped that M5 breakout level. Did not fake out the low, but we did fake out the M15 low. We're at the low of the range. This would be a valid trade to take. I want to see a closure above this M15 breakout level. If we can get above here and close above, then I will enter on this one. Timing is all right. I want to get in as low as I can. Nope, not yet. Okay, so now we're still inside of a range here on the 15 seconds. No entry yet. And it is raining really hard over here. Since I moved here, my house has been hit by lightning a number of times. Broke my laptop 2 times, broke my TV once, had to upgrade my lightning rod. Apparently, my lightning rod was too small for the house. Really crazy lightning. I'm not sure if it's like this anywhere else in the world, but I've never lived in a place with such strong lightning. So I'm Indonesian, but I didn't grow up in Indonesia, so this is kind of the first time I'm living here. Not really used to the weather. Okay, still not doing anything. Want to get above that breakout level since we're stuck in a range. I'm just going to wait for this M15 fake out level. Okay, triggered that immediately. Now I'm just waiting for price to close above. Stuck in a range again, inside bar. Need to see a breakout here. All right, here you go. close above. Still not. Okay, so still not ready yet. Did not get above. Let's see, maybe there's 15 seconds. My gosh, sounds like a volcano outside. All right, strong. What is this? Okay, we're above now. We're kind of squashed in the middle here. A lot of times when you get this squash, it'll pick a direction soon. So still no, still faking out, faking out. We're still stuck in this range. Okay, so still no entry. 2 minutes until the M15 closes. Always checking the time. 2:30 would be okay. Just wait for candle closures. I don't do anything until the candle closes, or at least I'm looking for 15-second closures. Okay, so nothing yet. I'm just gonna pause it until there's an actual entry. Okay, so M15 closed in breakout. Went the opposite direction. There was no entry because there was no closures up there. So now that we have the M15 pushing down, I'm no longer trading the 15-second bar. I'm trading the 1 minute momentum. I want to see that M15 momentum. This is a breakout bar. I need to see price get above that breakout level, but preferably it will come down and fake out the low. If it doesn't do that, then I'd be looking for an entry above the M15 high. So I'm going to set alert on the M1 and just sit and wait. Okay, we're moving on up here. Price has flipped that M15, did not give me any rejection here, and so I'm looking for price to get above the M15 high. And so that would be a trend reversal. Trend was bearish, and now it's getting back to being bullish. I just want to see price get above this level. 15-second gave me an entry over here, trend reversal entry on the M5, but actually could have been a nice aggressive entry, but I'm waiting for this one. So just 1 minute bar closure up here would be okay. And now my stop loss is going to change. Okay, here we go. Buy setup on EURAUD. Waiting for a closure above. Still not ready. Previous stop loss that I said, I looked at the breakout level and I look at the previous one. And I want to be below everything after that candle. But now we have a new breakout level, which is this one. And then again, I look at the last one and I want to be below everything, below that breakout level and after this bar. There we go. We got an entry right here. Looking for a continuation. I'm going to have my stop loss underneath here, below the breakout level and everything after this breakout bar. So stop loss has changed. Still waiting for continuation. I'm not in yet. I'm just waiting for price to. Here we go. Got a closure, and then I would have entered that, but it just continued. It immediately gapped down, so still waiting. But this one would have been a good one to take. Okay, there you go. Got in right here. And man, this is unsettling. Trading with, I'm right next to a window and just watching the lightning and trying to focus on this is just crazy. Okay, I'm gonna take this trade. I'm gonna move away from the window. This is okay. All right. So, uh, what are you talking about? Um, okay. So, first target is gonna be here. Got to be careful about what's happening at that fake out level, but first target is gonna be at the previous week high. Final target is going to be that breakout level. And that's it. Some stuff I need to do for the subscription that I want to work on. So I think this will be the only trade that I'm taking. UK 100 has not triggered the previous day low yet. Gold is still stuck in this range, not interested. Inside bar. So now we have broken out on the H8s, but we're not at levels that I'm interested in. Okay, so that's it for now. And let's see where this goes. Okay, taking some partials here. Nice strong move up, 1.5 R. Taking partials, and now I'm gonna wait for the second TP, which is that breakout level. Targeting breakout level because we're in a breakout reversal. So most breakout reversals, I would expect price to continue. This case is going up, continue back to that breakout level, and so that's the whole idea. I'm looking for that move to continue back up. If it gets above the previous week high, this is a counter trend breakout. Most counter trend breakouts want to go right back to that breakout level. So lots of confluence, but I don't know if this level will break. So now that I see it, I'm just going to take some partials and let this run. Probably I'll look at this level instead. There's a maybe even lower down. I'll see how price goes around there, but otherwise I would like to see price get all the way to that weekly breakout level. All right, and that's done. No more thunder here. That's good. And going to be back doing some other things. So that's it. Asia session done. London session done. EURAUD also moved. Can't remember what my bias was there. UK 100. I think I was bullish on this. But regardless, no setups on this. And gold's still not doing anything. Got to update this scanner. This is something that I'll be working on. And that's it.